So with the changing times, it has been decided that the decisive player of the future will be the one who will emerge as the shield of electronic, digital, and artificial intelligence. And India has now started making the electronic sector itself a shield, without the need of which neither digital components can work, nor artificial intelligence can do anything. And the first and most important thing is that the craze of the Taiwanese company Foxconn, which manufactures iPhone, for India is worth seeing. Actually, China wants to dominate the electronic sector, but India wants that your dominance will not work. In this matter, we will have the biggest hold. That is why, to show India the path of failure, China called back hundreds of its engineers from India, so that the latest version of iPhone could not be manufactured in India, and India always remained behind China in the electronic sector. But friends, India won the trust of Taiwan, and some such strategies were used that China kept looking there, and the news is coming that the manufacturing of iPhone 17 has also started in India. That too, not anywhere else but in India's new manufacturing unit in Bengaluru. Friends, you may think that this is just news, but this is not just news but a victory for India, which can give a tough fight to China in the electronic sector and can itself attract Chinese companies to India. How can this happen? Let's understand this further. But before moving ahead, please like this video and subscribe to the channel because it is a matter of a second for you. But this helps us a lot. Actually, friends, there have been many reports of India's electronics sector growing. But the main issue today is about Foxconn, which is a well-known company of Vietnam, and this company mainly manufactures iPhones. That is why, in whichever country this company starts manufacturing iPhones, the view of that country changes by other countries. However, Fox entered India for the first time and set up a unit in Sri Prabudur near Chennai to supply to Nokia. In 2014, Nokia's plant was closed and Fox also backed out. Then many people said that manufacturing does not last in India, but the real game started in 2018 and 19, when Apple told Fox that iPhones have to be made in India too, apart from China. And friends, in 2019, the sale of iPhone XSR made in India started. That is, for the first time the world saw that assembled in India and sold to the world. But in December 2021, thousands of workers, mostly women, suddenly took to the streets at Foxconn's plant in Tamil Nadu. The reason was the dirt in the dormitory, bad food, and food poisoning. In such a situation, Apple immediately put the factory on probation. Kitchens were sealed and production stopped, also came to a standstill. But this is where Foxconn got a big shock from which they learned a lesson. The lesson that manufacturing in India will run only when there is respect, convenience, and security of the workforce. Today, Foxconn is building safe hostels and new facilities for women employees. After this, Foxconn started Vanta Foxconn Semiconductor joint venture with India in 2022. But in 2023, the project was abandoned, and the world again said that India had failed. But look at the game of fate, because India knew that if this company invests more in China, then China will go even further ahead. That is why India again attracted this company. And see the result. In 2025, Foxconn, along with HCL, announced to set up a new semiconductor chip packaging plant in Uttar Pradesh, in which approval has been given to invest 37 crore 6 lakh crores. And the target is production by 2027, i.e. Foxconn is going to build a complete chain from chips to iPhone in India. Not only this, Foxconn has a mega iPhone plant in Tamil Nadu, where today millions of iPhones are being sold all over the world from here. But India is feeling the most happy when the manufacturing of iPhone 17 made by Foxconn has started in Bengaluru. And this news is the most shocking news for anyone. The ground is slipping from under our feet. It is none other than India's neighbor, China. And reports say that more than 300 Chinese engineers of Foxconn were suddenly called back from India. Actually, Foxconn's unit in China had high-tech engineers who made iPhones. So when Foxconn started expanding in India, it called Chinese engineers to India. But China started fearing that India might replace its technical sector, so it called back its 300 engineers. The effect of this was that there was a slight hindrance in training and high-tech process. On the other hand, China tightened the supply of rare earth elements like dysprosium. This affected the airport's plant in Hyderabad. Friends, this was direct economic warfare. China wanted that India should not be able to move ahead in Apple's supply chain. But did China succeed?